So, you're a coach or a healer and you have this fear of public speaking and you want to get over it. Well, in this video, I'm going to go over specifically how I got over my fear of public speaking and it helped me go and speak on many stages. And I can't wait to share with you how I did it.
We all win when we all win. We all win when we all win.
Hey there, my friend. I'm Super Sid, the Marketing Shaman, and I help life coaches and healers go out there and create and generate their first or their next 10K paydays for their life coach and healing business in 30 days or less using a profitable presentation. And in today's video, we're specifically going to talk about how you can go out there and get over your fear of public speaking. We're going to go over a step-by-step guide, but not only about how you can do it, we're going to go over specifically how I did it, my story, right, when coming to public speaking, but we're also going to talk about my wife's story a little bit, as she is a huge introvert and I'm a huge extrovert, and we're going to talk about the different fears that can come up and how, no matter if you're an introvert or an extrovert, can overcome the fear of public speaking so you as a coach or a healer can go out there and start speaking a lot more publicly and creating a lot more impact. Without any further ado, let's head in to this video. All right, so first things first, as a coach or as a healer, typically one of the things that we know, that we're called to do a lot is to speak or to communicate, right, in some sort of level. Now, it doesn't matter like if we communicate through visual communication, that could be where we're like writing on a whiteboard, or like we're showing a PowerPoint presentation or giving a video like what you're watching right now. It doesn't matter if it's audio communication where we go out there and maybe give them a podcast, or maybe we give them the audio, the audio of a training that we did, or maybe it's kinesthetic where you actually do a workshop or a profitable presentation, or like they go and you do the work with them. No matter what it is, we as coaches are looking to communicate the best way possible. And one of those ways, and one of the more popular ways, is through public speaking. And one of the things that we do in public speaking is that we are talking about, right, the solution that we typically have for the people who have the problem around that solution. So when we, right, are scared of public speaking, a lot of times that's going to choke us in regards to being able to go out there and actually get in front of as many people as possible so that we can have as many opportunities as possible, and specifically be running as many profitable presentations as possible so that we can help more people win consistently through seeing, right, what it is that we're saying, by having the breakthroughs, and by seeing exactly how our solution that we have can help solve the problem that they have, which is going to help them solve their problem a lot faster and ultimately help you as a coach make more impact. So, do you have to be an extrovert to be good at public speaking, regardless if you're a coach or a healer? And the answer to that is absolutely not. In fact, I believe that introverts have a little bit more of an unfair advantage than extroverts do, mainly because, right, they get to kind of build out their own specific world and they get to kind of bring people into it. Like, I'm an extrovert, so like when we were, when I started wanting to go out there and do public speaking, I'll never forget, like I went to go do public speaking in California, like right before all the craziness happened here in the world. And I went and I was all ramped up, and I've done this before, and I didn't really think it was that big of a deal. Then you get up on that stage and you get that microphone, and it doesn't matter if you're extroverted or you're introverted, you feel the feelings. You feel the people looking at you, you feel all of that stuff, and you see it, and it's real, and it's there. And, I don't care, everybody, I've been around people who make millions of dollars, who, literally for their living, they go and they speak on stages and they make sales from stages. That's what they do. They tell me they have like triggers and things, mental triggers and things they work on, but ultimately, right, being an extrovert or being an introvert isn't that. It's being able to put yourself into a frame of mind and being able to step into that world, into that frame of mind. And as an introvert, you have the ability and the capability, usually through the natural abilities that you have as an introvert, to be able to do that a lot better than an extrovert can. Because as an introvert, you don't have, right, like the external world or anything that's happened to you externally. Like, you're able to hold a lot more of that stuff in. As an extrovert, I struggled with that, man. Like if something was happening in the world, I went with it, right? And, so for me, like, I allowed the outside world to dictate a lot of the way that I was coaching, the way I was doing things. And until I really got that in check, and became really a lot more introverted, even though naturally I'm a little bit more extroverted, it allowed me to create this own world. And then specifically at profitable presentations, or when I go speak publicly, or when I'm, doing something virtually where I'm speaking to a bunch of people, whatever it is, in a public setting, it gives me a lot more confidence because, now I'm able to invite people into this world that I'm going to be showing them. And that's just really, really cool. And, I think really, really cool for the people that you're going to be, speaking to in the future. Before I go over some tips and tricks that helped me along the way in regards to getting over my fear of public speaking, I want to remind you to subscribe to this channel. I'm putting out new and exciting videos every single day showing life coaches or showing coaches and healers so they can go out there and create a 10K payday for their life coach and healing business using a profitable presentation, just like that we do over here for our businesses and for the coaches we work with here at Life Coach Launch. Make sure to click that button below and subscribe. All right, so one of the first things that really helped me in regards to getting over my fear of public speaking, regardless of being an extrovert or whatever it was, is what I classify as the power of vision, right? I would literally like spend probably, at least, 10, 15 minutes visualizing the way that I wanted that, public speech or public presentation or powerful presentation, whether it was virtual or it was live, whatever, wanted it to go. Right, so like I'm visualizing, how do I want it to start? How do I want to enter? What do I want my energy to be like? And I'm literally visualizing everything that I want to have happen. And this isn't like a natural skill of mine. And the best thing that really helped me along this journey was like, I would think of like a hula hoop, and I would kind of step into this hula hoop, and that was me stepping into my world. And when I was able to step into this world, me stepping into this world was me stepping into that kind of like, character, kind of like stepping into kind of like that alter ego. But, it was really me stepping into this person that becomes, right, Super Sid, that becomes this person, right, that walks out every single day and that helps people and kind of gets me into that energy, into that zone. And when I was able to visualize and kind of set these things that this is what's going to happen, here's what I'm stepping into, I then just took one step to step into that. That helped alleviate any stress or any fear because I'm just stepping into the world that I'm about to create. Another really big thing that helped me in regards to, getting over my fear of public speaking, and I know helps a lot of our clients over at Life Coach Launch and helps just a lot of coaches in general. After the visualization piece is going to be setting triggers, like mental triggers, right? And there's a lot of, there's people all over the map, entrepreneur-wise, that do this. This isn't just coaches, but like setting triggers in regards to like when you tell yourself something, when you see something, when you feel something, after you meditate, after you eat, after you drink coffee, like whatever that trigger is. But like you can set these triggers, right? So like one of the triggers that, I would oftentimes set up is there's two triggers I set up. One is music. So I have this song that I'll play right before, I do a powerful presentation. I can just play it on my phone. Some people are like, well, what if you don't have your phone? Well, I have it memorized in my head. So like I can just visualize that song, right? But it's literally, it's instrumental. It's a Native American song that I listen to, but it's a trigger for me that's almost kind of like, all right, white flags are waving, you're on your horse and you're about to go deliver your powerful presentation. I know, but that's my way of doing it, my little trigger of doing it. The next thing that I do is once I get there, and usually like toward the end of that song, I will close my eyes, and we talked about the visualization piece, but it's my last visual that I take. And usually the visualization piece that I have is the people that are there are going to be they're so excited that they came, and they're, and the last thing I do in my powerful presentations is to let me know exactly how this workshop was, how this thing was. And then when they come, they'll leave me these things. And like my visualization is like everybody that came is leaving me, this was awesome, I learned so much. That's my visualization, is a successful, powerful presentation. And I'll usually have that, and then it's literally, I say it in my mind and I whisper it, like literally we're talking like 15, 20 seconds before I go live, and it's ready, set, go. And like on go, my eyes will open, and when my eyes open, I'm literally inside this world, I'm inside this energy, and it's go time. And because I'm focused on like what I'm doing, it alleviates any fear, it alleviates me having any extra thoughts because I'm solely focused on one thing, and that's running a successful, powerful presentation or successfully about to speak in front of multiple people. All right, so this third and final thing that I want to go over with you, which is actually, at first, when I first was told this, I laughed, ha ha ha. Like I really did. Like my wife was the one that told me about this a couple of years ago, and I was like, all right, that's like insanely elementary. Like that's never going to work. Like, no. This isn't third grade. And then one day I was joking around, and I was down there in one of her coaching sessions, and she was like doing a group thing, and I was down there like giving her support. And part of me giving her support was me sitting down there and participating. And I participated. I'll never forget. Like after I did this pose, I was like, holy crap! Like I feel awesome. I need to do this like every day. And what I'm talking about here is this idea of what we classify as a Superman pose. And there's something psychologically that that really goes into really what I believe is blood flow that gets into your body, and just really just the spikes of like things in your body that happen. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a mindset coach, but I do know that like when I do this and when I have other clients of ours over at Life Coach Launch do this, it helps build their confidence, but it really helps them get into that triggered state of go time. And what we classify this as is what we call the Superman pose. So what you're going to do is you can do this sitting down or standing up. We ask a lot of our people at our workshops that come to our workshops and stuff to stand up when they're doing this, because it allows you to get your entire body extended. But we call this a Superman pose, and what we're going to do is you're literally just going to put your hands at your side, right? And there might be like a little like Superman flashing in right now. It's funny. But there's going to be like, putting your hands at your side like this, and you're standing straight up, and you hold and you breathe, and you just take 3 deep breaths with you like this, with everything erect, everything, you know, just straight, posture's perfect, all of that. 3 deep breaths, and then what happens is you're going, especially on that 3rd breath, you're going to feel this sense of calm, and you're also, like, I'm feeling it right now, and you're going to kind of just, it's really psychological. It has to do with like what's happening inside the body, but what's really going to happen is really anything that you might be tensed up about, it's going to take that tense away and really help you get into that visionary component, which is then going to help you get into your like ready, set, go, your trigger, which really is just going to help you support in being able to get over this fear a lot faster. Are you a coach or healer who's looking to go out there and make more money? Well, I just got done with the Perfect Profitable Presentation Pack, and inside this Perfect Profitable Presentation Pack, I'm going to give you a free course and the exact step-by-step guide on how you can go out there and build your first or your next presentation that's going to help you get to your first or your next 10K payday here in the next 30 days or less. It's absolutely free, and it's a free course as well as a template and free slides that's going to help you walk you through step-by-step exactly how you can go out there and specifically, right, build a profitable presentation that's going to help you make more money here in the next month in your coaching or your healing business. So make sure to go down there in the description and grab your free Perfect Profitable Presentation Pack right now. And don't forget, we all win when we all win. I choose to win today, and I hope you choose to win by going down there and grabbing your Perfect Profitable Presentation Pack right now. We'll see you in the next video.